Welcome back to the channel. If you and your partner are planning a movie night this weekend and want something bold, intense, and visually unforgettable, then you're in the right place. Today we're counting down the top 5 graphic movies that will pull you both straight to the edge of your seats. These films are packed with powerful emotions, gripping stories, and scenes you won't stop talking about long after the credits roll. So dim the lights, grab your snacks, and get ready, because this list is all about unforgettable cinema that hits hard. Let's dive in. Number 5. Head in the Clouds. Head in the Clouds 2004 is a romantic war drama set in Europe during the late 1930s and World War II. It tells the story of Gilda Besset, a free-spirited photographer living in Paris who invites an Irish intellectual Guy Malyon and a Spanish refugee Mia to share her apartment. The three form a complex emotional and romantic triangle. As political tensions rise and the Spanish Civil War erupts, Guy and Mia feel compelled to fight against fascism, while Gilda remains in Paris, committed to her hedonistic and artistic lifestyle. Their relationships become strained by guilt, betrayal, and the horrors of war, leading to painful consequences for love and loyalty. As Guy returns years later as a spy in Nazi-occupied Paris, he must confront Gilda's choices and the devastating impact of war on all their lives. You can stream Head in the Clouds through some digital platforms. Number 4. Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde is a 2017 action spy thriller set in November 1989, just before the fall of the Berlin Wall. The story centers on Lorraine Broughton, a top-tier MI6 agent sent to Berlin to recover a highly sensitive list of covert agents after one of her colleagues is murdered. Upon arriving, she enters a deadly web of espionage, betrayal, and double-crossing, teaming up with a station chief, played by James McAvoy, yet she cannot be sure who to trust. The film mixes gritty, brutal hand-to-hand combat and shootouts with slick, stylized visuals and a pulsing 1980s-era soundtrack, creating a tense, immersive Cold War-era spy thriller. At its core, the movie explores the moral costs of espionage, the loneliness of a spy's life, and the way personal loyalties crumble under geopolitical pressure. It stands out because of its lead performance by Charlize Theron, who brings vulnerability, ruthlessness, and depth to a character that could otherwise be a stereotypical action hero. As for where to watch it, Atomic Blonde is available on streaming services such as Showmax, and depending on your region, it may also be found on services like Netflix. Number 3. Anon is a 2018 sci-fi thriller set in a dystopian future where every person's vision is constantly recorded, leaving society with zero privacy and complete government surveillance. The story follows Detective Sal Freeland, who becomes entangled in a puzzling murder case involving a mysterious young woman who has no digital identity at all. Her complete lack of records makes her an impossible anomaly in a world where every memory and action is logged. As Sal investigates, he uncovers a dangerous force capable of hacking the visual recording system and erasing or altering what people see. The film blends noir elements with futuristic tension, turning the mystery into a race to understand who controls the truth. At its core, it explores privacy, identity, and the terrifying consequences of a world where anonymity has been erased. You can watch Anon on Netflix in select regions. Number 2. Addicted, 2014, follows Zoe Reynard, a successful businesswoman whose life seems perfect. She has a loving husband, 2 children, and a thriving career. Beneath the surface, though, Zoe struggles with a compulsive sexual addiction that threatens to unravel everything she's built. She begins secret affairs, first with Quentin Canosa, after meeting him at an art show, and later with another man, Corey, repeatedly trying and failing to end the cycles of betrayal. As guilt and shame mount, she begins therapy, where the roots of her addiction, a traumatic experience from childhood, begin to surface. The relationships she damages, choices she makes, and attempts at reconciliation spiral into danger, jealousy, violence, and emotional breakdown. Ultimately, the film becomes a story about trauma, the destructive nature of addiction, and the possibility or fragility of redemption as Zoe tries to rebuild her life and confront her past. You can watch Addicted on streaming services such as Netflix. Number 1. Evil Feed. Evil Feed 2013 is a wild horror action film that throws viewers into a brutal underground world built around a secret restaurant called The Long Pig, where cannibalism is part of the menu. The plot follows a group of martial artists who discover that their kidnapped friends are being forced into deadly cage fights, where the loser isn't allowed to walk out. They're served as the next special dish. When the team infiltrates the restaurant to rescue them, they're met with vicious combat, grotesque horrors, and a sadistic system built on blood sport and fear. The film combines over-the-top martial arts battles with shocking gore, embracing a gritty grindhouse style that leans heavily into chaos and dark humor. As the characters fight their way through the nightmare, loyalty is tested and survival becomes the only focus. Ultimately, it's a story about resilience in the face of extreme cruelty and the monstrous appetites that drive people to unspeakable acts. You can watch Evil Feed on platforms such as Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV,